We're going to film this for the third time because the first time I forgot to turn off the air conditioner, so there's too much background noise. The second time, I cut off my head. And my phone died before I finished. So, I'm just going to set all this up. Hi guys, my name is Nicole with Adventure Homestead, and today I'm going to go through my 2024 seed haul. I ordered some off of Gurneys.com, got some from my local Atwoods, which is like a feed store kind of. I think it's a feed store, yeah. And then some from Walmart, some from Natural Grocers. I got my loofah seeds from Dirty Punk Gardening. I found him on YouTube a while ago. He has some good tips. And is there anywhere else I got any from? My backyard last year, I saved some marigold seeds. And so I thought we would plant those and see if I can grow them again. Starting with those. I also have, for botanical interest, some more marigold. These are marigold gem blend seeds. Some calendula. Some echinacea, purple coneflower. And then in my garden last year, I had some of these zinnias cut and come agains from botanical interest, and they did really well. I'll have John pop up a picture of them last year here. Anyways, so since they did so well, I thought I'd plant them again, but I bought the bigger pack this year. And I also bought from Back to the Roots at my local Walmart these California Giant zinnias. And then we will go on to my popcorn or sunflower seeds. Last year from Gurneys, I got this package and we didn't even use half of it. They're skyscraper sunflowers. They get up to 15 feet tall. Last year we ended up having to go to Utah unexpectedly for a family emergency, and so they died about 3 to 4 feet tall. And I would love to get a picture with all the boys next to these giant sunflowers at the end of this season. So hopefully we can get there. I also from Gurneys have the sunflower, the orange Hobbit hybrids. They get like 24 inches tall. I think it's 24 inches. They're really cute. They'll be really cute with Maverick standing next to them. I'll try to get a picture, and if I do, I'll share that probably on my Instagram. We have these pumpkin seeds from last year. I have these Hoden pumpkins from Botanical Interests. They're supposed to be perfect for carving pumpkins. And then from Gurneys, I have these Early Prince hybrids. They're supposed to be a perfect pumpkin carving as well. And then from Burpee Organics, I have these delicious tomatoes and Roma tomatoes. And then from Gurneys, last year, I still have some of these seeds. They're popcorn, Pops the Lid Off hybrid corn seeds. The corn that we planted last year and we're going to plant again this year is popcorn kernels. So we could be able to make our own popcorn at home. I love to use, John and I, we use a Whirly Pop. If you've never used one, I recommend them highly. And I can try to link it in the description. We'll see if I can figure that out. From Back to the Roots, I have some pickling cucumbers. No one in my family likes pickles besides me, but I only like dill pickles, so we're going to give that a try. I got some Golden Acre cabbage from Back to the Roots. I didn't plant cabbage last year, but I planted it the year before, and I think I planted it too late, you guys. And then already in the ground the other day, and I lost the envelope. I was trying to save them all. I've been trying to film this for several weeks, and I've already filmed it 2 other times, but like I mentioned, I had some issues. So the other day in one of my beds, I planted some carrots, some Danver carrots from Botanical Interest, a big packet like that zinnia packet that I just showed you. And so I planted that in half of my bed. And then in the other half, I planted these from Burpee, these Detroit dark red beets. And we also planted some Oceanside spinach and some Paris Island Coast lettuce, romaine lettuce. So we'll see how they go. I'm trying to keep them as wet as possible, at least the carrots, until they germinate. And hopefully we have a better success this year. We're also trying a different variety than we've ever tried. For the peppers, I plan on doing some early jalapeno peppers. I also plan on doing some California Wonder sweet peppers from Burpee Organics. And from Back to the Roots, I'm going to do some cayenne thin chili peppers. I already had John plant our peas because it's getting warm here. Faster than normal. So we are already behind trying to get it as much in the ground as we can that we can allow because there's going to be another frost. There always is, you guys. But we put in these pea shelling Progress number 9s from Botanical Interest, 2 rows of them, 15 feet each. And hopefully they start germinating or they start popping up soon. They say that they take... How long do they take? Sorry, you guys. Yeah, it says 10 to 12 weeks before your average first frost date, which is April 1st here. I didn't get them in. I should have got them in way before now. I don't... That's my problem with peas. I always do them too early or too late. Or too late in the spring and too early in the fall. But what I thought was really interesting, last fall I bought this package and it says it's $2.69. This spring I bought the exact same package, but it's $2.99. So it went up 30 cents. And then when I was having to replace my raspberry canes, I did not realize that I could just have Gurney's resend me out the plant. So at first I was trying to purchase it, and the price went from $11 and some change, or $10 and some change. I have to look it up. The whole way up to $15 and some change. I cannot believe how much all the seeds are going up everywhere. Have you guys noticed that? If you have, leave it in the comments. But also for beans, from Burpee, I got some Kentucky Wonder garden beans. I heard these are red, that they're really good for canning. So we'll see. I do not like fresh green beans, so I'm hoping that it's a good canning bean. I also have these garden beans, some black turtles. I'm trying to get our family to be able to eat more black beans than we do. We eat a lot of pinto beans, not so many black beans. It's not that we don't like them. Pinto beans are just easier. I don't know. And then from Back to the Roots, I have some black zucchini. From last year, from Botanical Interest, I have some summer squash. Though they came up, and when they came up, one, they pollinated. I felt weird for a zucchini or a squash plant. But 2, the yellow had lime green or light green streaks through it, and then when I cut into it, it wasn't yellow inside, it was green. I don't know why. Do you? If you do, leave it in the comments, please. I also have some spaghetti squash. Not last year, but the year before, so 2022. I grew some spaghetti squash, and out of all my vines, squash bugs took over all of them but one. And on one vine, I got one spaghetti squash. I cooked it up, and our family loved it. So hopefully we can grow more this year and put it more into our diet. I also got these Waltham butternut squashes. I've seen a whole bunch of people making butternut squash soup and cubing it and putting it in some casseroles and stuff. And it looks really yummy, so I'm excited to try to grow this, and if it works out, I'm going to try some recipes this fall. And then for my herbs, most of them are from botanical interest. I can hear the coyotes outside all howling. It's like 11:15 at night, you guys. I never have time to do the video, so I drank some coffee and we're getting it filmed. But I have some cilantro, some common oregano, some parsley, some English thyme, some dill for my dill pickles, basil, and then from Burpee, I have some chives and some German chamomile. And then, like I said, Dirty Punk Gardening, he grew some loofahs last year, and he took the seeds and sold them on his website. And so I was lucky enough to be able to get a package of them. So I'm excited to try to grow loofahs this year. I'd love to make some sponges to sell and some seeds if I have as good a success as he did, or even some of the other people I follow. But also from Home Depot, I got these dahlias, Magic Sunrise. They remind me of these roses that my mom grew when I was growing up. They look very similar. So I'm excited for that. And then at Atwoods, I picked up the Chicago Hardy Fig tree. I'm excited to grow this. I know I won't get anything this year or probably for a few years, but I really want to try and make my own homemade Fig Newtons. So I'm excited to be able to do that in a few years. Well, hopefully before then, but with my own in a few years. And then my local feed store is where I got my potatoes. I got 15 pounds of seed potatoes. I'll have John insert the picture right here. So I'm going to chip those and put them in the ground soon. But I was going to get my rhubarb from him, but he was saying that the person he gets his rhubarb from said it was a bad year and they didn't think they were going to be able to sell any. So at Woods, I found this from D Group, this rhubarb. Have you guys ever tried this and had good success with the rhubarb? Hopefully. I love to start to make rhubarb pie and jams and everything like I see everyone else. And I know it takes a couple years before I can have rhubarb too, but it's exciting growing all these things. And then last is my Gurney's order. I placed this a couple weeks ago, but I have not received it yet. It usually takes me around 3 weeks to get it from Gurney's. That's the only thing I don't like, but they're really busy this time of the year. And when one of my raspberry plants died last year, they gave me a certificate for a new one without any hassle. Their customer service is good. So I got some zinnias. I got a cactus mix. I don't know. I'll just show a picture on my Instagram when I get them. They're beautiful. And then I also got some tomatoes. They're called Sweet Million Hybrids. They're a hybrid cherry tomato. I'm really excited for them. I like to snack on the cherry tomatoes. No one else in my family really does, but it's just more for me, right? And picking them off the vine and then eating them is way better than getting them from the store. I got some watermelons. Crimson is the type I picked. I can't have watermelon. I'm allergic to it. after I had Grayson, when I was pregnant with Grayson, I got allergic to that and cantaloupe, among a few other things. But I like to grow it. I grew it in 2022, so I'm excited to grow it, hopefully, for the boys, because they love watermelon. I got some Cosmos, some double Cosmos. They're purple and white and pink, I think. Or maybe they're 2 shades of purple. I can't remember. I got another package of the popcorn pops the lid off hybrid seeds because we plan on planting a lot of them. Maybe even 1-2 times if it's warm enough this year. I got some tomato easy sauce hybrid tomatoes. They're like a Roma tomato, but they're supposed to be even more meaty. And so I thought I would try that out. I got some Connecticut filled pumpkins. They're supposed to be a really easy pumpkin to grow and sell for the fall. John and I have a dream of having a pumpkin patch with like a cow train and a cornfield and hot chocolate and all those things someday in our lives. So it's exciting to be able to sell pumpkins if we can get them to grow this year. Here's what I'm hoping. I also got some Black Magic zucchini. I do have that one from in my bin that I showed you already, but I got that last fall, and the magic zucchini, Black Magic zucchini I got from Gurney's last year, the seeds got ruined, but the ones that I grew, if you remember, if you don't, you should go back and check out the video of my garden tour June 2023. I'll have John link it below. But the leaves were like this big. They were huge. And then I had some good zucchinis off of them. So I'm excited to try them again. And then I also got a packet of tomatillos because I love chili verde. I love verde sauce. I love all of it. So I'm excited to hopefully be able to grow my own. Last year I was able to get a few of them from the nursery, but they were not healthy when I got them. And then when we had to hurry and go, had that family emergency in Utah, they were dead by the time we got back. So hopefully we're going to have a good year this year. I'm excited. I now can, since I've done this video, I can plant all my seeds that need to be planted tomorrow and put them underneath the lights. And then we always are on Easter or around there we plant. Since Easter is at the end of March, we probably will not plant till the middle of April, but that's a little bit more than a month away, you guys. Plus I have my raspberries are all coming up. My strawberry leaves are all starting to green up. My garlic is like 8 to 12 inches. I have my onions in, my onion starts. And then I just planted that other bed that I told you about. And then I put in the peas like I told you, and I'm about to put in the potatoes. So there's already a lot in, but there's a lot more to do. So follow us, like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.